I'm going to go over a couple things. Uh, and mainly it's to respond to this insanity that media leaders and politicians and lawmakers and anybody keep saying that you can force something into my body. You cannot.
The voluntary phase is over. It's time for mandates because it's the only way to protect our people.
Every day, more businesses are implementing their own vaccine mandates. And the Justice Department has made it clear that it is legal to require COVID-19 vaccines.
And then I think a lot of people are going to expect that businesses will be mandating vaccines.
It's time for us to reinstate some of these masking mandates, while in the meantime, ideally aiming for proof of vaccination so that we can really boost our vaccination numbers.
It's time to impose some requirements based on the realities of different risks unvaccinated individuals posed versus those who have been vaccinated.
If you want to do business with the federal government, get your workers vaccinated.
You have to have certain rules in a society if we all are going to continue to live and keep each other alive. You cannot be that selfish and, quite frankly, that ignorant.
You have no right not to be vaccinated. You have no right not to wear a mask. You have no right to open up your business.
Wait, can I stop you? No right not to be vaccinated? Meaning, if they decide you have to be vaccinated, we have to be vaccinated?
Absolutely. And if you refuse to be vaccinated, the state has the power to literally take you to a doctor's office and plunge a needle into your arm.
No, they do not. And we'll go over why they don't. All of you are hypocrites. All of you are beyond evil people. First of all, all you have to do is look at the framers. The framers set up the Constitution in a way in which the government cannot just forcibly seize you. Imagine, I just have to bring up several examples. So, one is in the discovery of vitamin C being completely healthy for you, in the discovery of vitamin C being healthy for you, nobody in the history of America said, we will force vitamin C down your throats, because it was unconstitutional to do so. It was unconstitutional to do so. In fact, the Constitution, most importantly, argued by constitutionalists, argued by the evolution of the Constitution, is that the laws in the Constitution are more than just literal. They actually extend in principle. And this means the Fourth Amendment, it prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures. The state does not have the power to seize my body, to inject me with something I do not consent to. The state does not have the power to shove milk down my throat. The state does not have the power to make me eat peanut butter. The state does not have the power to do so. And that is a basic definition of tyranny. If I disagree to something, or many other people disagree to something, a peaceful disagreement, and the state just decides to resist that, there's one amendment I also want to mention. This allows united resistance against the damn government. This is not considered treason. united resistance against the government, not killing the fucking politicians, not killing them, but united resistance against the government, this principle of the 10th Amendment would follow. The 10th Amendment helps define the... God damn it. The power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, and you do not have the fucking power, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, comma, or to the people. Or to the people. Or to the people. In other words, if you make a law, we can somehow bypass the 4th Amendment and seize your ass. The people can say no. This is not a justifiable law. The people can say no. You cannot seize me. This is the entire reason the 2nd Amendment was created. In case unforeseen things not covered by the Constitution, the 2nd Amendment allowed us to have weapons. Unforeseen things not covered by the Constitution, I'm pretty sure it's covered. This is also a violation of human rights. This extends beyond the Constitution. This is a violation of my freedom of travel and my freedom of commerce. Also protected by the 4th Amendment. And anybody worth their fucking salt knows that. And none of our founders would say, yeah, we can force you to eat fucking orange juice. Oranges. We can force you to eat orange juice. To drink orange juice. We can force it down your fucking throat. No. No, they can't. They wouldn't. And nobody before them would. And anybody who thought that they could knew for a fact that the government had become more tyrannical than the government that we left. Which is the entire purpose of the 2nd Amendment. So, George Washington, for those of you who think that this is treasonous, said that the government should be overthrown a couple times. And, by the way, the 1st Amendment protects me from these seizures as well. Because Benjamin Franklin, one of the founders, again, principles extend beyond the Constitution, said, rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. And ultimately what that means is my personal beliefs, regardless of who I am or what they are, as long as I do not infringe on somebody else's rights to privacy, my personal beliefs can protect me from tyrannical governments. You cannot force me to worship the fucking statue of health. You cannot shut down my business because I disagree with you. And you cannot seize me. You cannot seize me because you think that's the best interest of America. You cannot. You cannot create a law that criminalizes me. And if you do, you are a tyrant, and I believe you're committing treason.